you had the top attorney with Twitter, former, who was Gen Counsel with FBI. He was the guy who literally was taking dirt from Hillary Clinton's campaign. He was working for the FBI and Hillary Clinton's campaign as an operative. I'm sure that there's no conflict of interest there.
Are you? You sure?
It's different. And passing it on to people, he was the guy who was pushing that whole Russia's Alpha Bank as a secret online portal to Trump. He was there at the whole Twitter file thing, an FBI official, top FBI official, who was there. He had his hands in Russiagate. He was an operative for Hillary Clinton's campaign. He was embedded in Twitter. And he was going over all of the Twitter files without telling Elon Musk, taking out anything that would incriminate the left before giving it to Bari Weiss or Matt Taibbi. Wow. Now, it wasn't until after the files were made public that James Baker was then fired by Musk. Although people were talking about James Baker on Twitter for quite some time. I mean, I think people knew that Baker was not only involved with Hillary Clinton's campaign because he was long known as a friend, but also with the FBI, and that he was one of those people pushing the Alpha Bank stuff, and then he moved on to Twitter. But I think a lot of things were happening in Musk's world so quickly that that's what I at least think, that things were happening so quickly that it wasn't in the forefront of his mind. But oh my gosh, that's pretty significant there. And so this, you cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. This is unbelievable. The fact that this guy, James Baker, was there reviewing everything before they were releasing it. And Bari Weiss, she said her jaw hit the floor Sunday when they found this out. When they realized fully what was exactly happening. That he was going over everything, trying to hide any impropriety before handing the files over. So that goes to show you right there, they was doing something they wasn't supposed to be doing, Kane. Oh, yeah. They was doing something. They were involved in some shadiness. Wow. So so what it does is it's a complete and total admission. Any idea that this was the presence of James Baker in all of this completely neutralizes the defense that the left had, that it's a private company. It wasn't. No, they were literally working with the feds, acting as agents of state. Stop. Full stop. There is zero defense on this. Ken and I were talking on break. Because now he has immersed himself in tinfoilery. Whereas I've adopted just the hat. Yeah. He used to just previously wear the hat. Now I think you're going to wrap yourself up in it.
A hazmat suit.
I'm getting you
foil.
more foil for Christmas.
My hazmat foil suit. Mm-hmm. Got it.
Because he's like, imagine where else they are.
Oh my gosh. Look at what we've discovered.
No, I know.
As far as with the FBI just this year, 2022.
So I have a thought. I'm not okay with any of it. But I kind of always felt that way, I think. You know? This is why I make sure to say...
So you just accepted?
No, I'm not accepting anything. This is why I make sure to say blank the CIA and FBI right by my phone multiple times a day. I mean, I won't get the Alexa or any of the other things, the spyware that, hi, spyware, can you hand me a recipe for this for dinner? Hi, spyware, I don't do that, but I realize that your phone, to an extent is that already.
Right.
So that's why I make sure to insult those agencies repeatedly throughout the day.
Imagine being the guy with the headphones on that hears you badmouth them.
Oh my gosh. Secretly. And I get right up to it.
And they get all salty.
I get right up to it and I'm just like, the CIA. That's what I do. I just, makes me feel better. And it gets enjoyable for me, makes me feel better. Just as long as you know that the little devices that you have are little devils, and you recognize that. I'm not saying that I'm okay with it. I would, at this point though, I have such a deficit of trust in any of these agencies. If you are not mentioned in Article 1, Section 8, I don't trust you. And I don't have to. It should not be considered unusual to not trust something that's not in Article 1, Section 8. NEA, I'm sorry, I don't trust you. IRS, I'm sorry, I don't trust you. I'm not sorry. Things like that. Where else do you think they are? They're watching us right now. And just in case there was any mistake, CIA.